I think it's crazy that so many people have beef with Caleb Hammer.
Do so many people have beef with Caleb Hammer? There's probably like a few people on Reddit and Twitter, but they're whiny little bitches who over sensationalize everything, so no one takes them seriously. Other than that, who has beef with me? What did I do?
First of all, these people sign up to be on the show, and then they go through this really extensive onboarding process.
True! Has she been through it? Maybe she just wasn't accepted to be on the show. That is true.
Where they explain to the people very clearly, this is what the show is going to be like.
Yeah.
And if you can't handle it...
Wow, she's out here running defense. Thank you, lady. I don't even know what beef you're seeing, but I appreciate it.
Need to let us know now. They put a lot of time and effort to it, and then he gives them a bunch of free resources.
There are people on TikTok who hate you. They usually have septum piercings. No surprise.
Afterwards. He gives them a budgeting class. He'll give them a certificate.
Give them, we have 6 programs they go through and our budgeting program, plus a lot of different benefits from supporters of the channel.
It's to further their education in something. He gives them all of the tools that they need to succeed. And the reason people don't like him is...
And they can reach out anytime if they ever have any questions or anything.
Because it's hard to hear hard truths. I think it's crazy that so many people have beef with Caleb.
I didn't know I had beef. Okay, that's supposed to mean. Not a lot of people are making...
You all know how I feel about Dave Ramsey and this guy.
Oh, fuck. Caleb Hammer is dangerous. Guys, I'm dangerous. Fuck, I tell people to spend less than they make and get an emergency fund. Let's see how I'm dangerous.
Is right up here with him. This is predatory.
What? It's predatory. Oh, fuck. Okay. Guys, don't get McDonald's every day if you can't afford it. Predator!
Helpful. It is not okay. It is shameful. It's not even advice. He is not trained in finance.
I do give advice. And trained in finance? Do you have to be trained in cooking to cook your dinner? She's so fucking stupid. I don't give tax advice. I don't give investing advice. What does she think we do? It's the basic stuff that most American needs help with. Oh, fuck, she's a moron.
In finance, he's not even trained as a coach.
No, I'm sorry. What? No, but I've changed more lives than you will ever dream of changing, lady. That's a reality.
And he is building a brand, preying on people.
Preying on people! People that watch the show, apply with their own free will after watching the show, go through phone calls and onboarding videos, and get to withhold any private information from the show that they wish. Preying on people. Okay.
And it's not helpful. This is a huge...
$10,000 in 10 months is the median payoff from every guest. What the fuck is she talking about? Someone who's never helped a single person in her entire life.
Huge red flag that I'm seeing all over the financial landscape. Just because someone has millions of followers does not mean that they're actually helping people.
What? That's not even what it's about. Who said that? Also, I went from 0 followers first, by the way. Just going to let you know. Just because you have less than me doesn't make you immediately better. I'm so confused on how that's working. Fucking creature. At least the comments are calling her out. She's an actual moron.
This guy is in it for entertainment purposes.
Whoa, I make YouTube videos and I hope people are entertained. Ah! She probably doesn't do that on TikTok at all. Shut the fuck up.
Only. I cannot believe that this is what we're seeing in the world of finance today.
Bro, literally people have created budgets and have paid off debt that they would have never done for the first time in their life because they came into watching this show for an entertainment reason and walked away with some actual real shit and changed their lives and watch it to continue to be motivated. Who the fuck are you?
Today, it is shameful, it is hurtful, and if you're following this guy, I'm going to invite you to stop it immediately.
Okay, great. I'd love to see how much debt she has and cries about every day and what worthless degree she went to at Performance University. Fucking dumbass. Gosh, I've never seen this kind of like criticism. Well, that's not true. I've seen a little bit, but oh, here we go.
Hi, I am Becca. I am 28 years old. I am from San Antonio, and this is...
That's not the video I clicked on.
I don't know if you know who Caleb Hammer is, but he's this guy that has like this financial podcast or show. It has people on his show who have like difficult financial situations because they're like bad with money. And I've been getting a lot of the videos on my For You page. And I also like watched the podcast on YouTube a few times.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Burnett teaches music. Caleb, your voice in my head every time I'm about to make a purchase I don't need. That's good. See, listen, it's working. It's working. That's it's a beautiful thing. Wrong one. Bernie teaches music.
Hello and welcome. In this video,
Ooh, it's a nice channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching.
And honestly, I think it's helping me get my finances in order. First of all, I'm not in as bad of a situation as the people
The other lady right before this needs to hear her. Someone that actually watches.
on the shows because like I'm not that crazy with my money, but there's room for improvement, like a decent amount of room for improvement.
there
He also has
always
like
is.
courses on his website, but like
Always
I'm not
is.
doing those. The reason it's helping me is because
You don't have to. That's fine. Not everyone needs it.
I just hear his voice in my head now. If you ever watch the show, whenever he gets like really emotional or passionate, he gets loud and high pitched, and I
That's
just
true.
hear that in my head now.
true.
All the time. I'll be at home and I'm like, oh, I don't feel like cooking. I could just order something from like Uber Eats. And I hear him in my head going, you're ordering Uber Eats? You say you want to save money, but you're ordering Uber Eats? What does that mean? That's so stupid. And I'm
That sounds just like me.
just like, you know what, Caleb Hammer inside my head? You're right. That is stupid. I'm going to get up and cook. Like I said, I'm not in like a bad financial situation right now, but like I could be better and I want to save more for my future and like make
Though that makes me a little nervous because every single guest in the history of the show says, oh, my situation's not that bad. I just need to do better.
myself have a better future financial situation. So that's why he's in my head. I just
Good.
need to learn more self-discipline because I don't like
Yeah,
telling
let's
myself
go.
no because I deserve it. But you know, I can have Caleb in my head telling me no because
Got
I
you.
have future plans and future me also deserves it.
I got you, girl. I fucking got you. Got your back. Got your back. What else we got? So many attractive women follow me. Wow. See, it works. It fucking works, guys. The Caleb mind virus is a very real thing. That's interesting. That's kind of cool, though.
Let me guess. You're just using an investing app that doesn't invest in you. It is time to change that. Right now, Webull is offering up to a 3.5% match when you open an IRA with them. That is real money going into your retirement, not just points or coupons. And that's just the start. Deposit $100 and you get 30 days of Webull Premium. Anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000 sitting around in your account, move it to Webull and get $200 in cash. And if you worked your way up to $5 million, that's $30,000 in your account just for moving it over. It is not just about the perks though. Webull provides the tools that serious investors want as well. TradingView integration, real-time data, zero commission trades. It actually works on all your devices. And now through September 30th, you can stack even more. Get a $100 cash bonus for a $2,000 deposit, plus a 2% cash back on all deposits, and a 30-day premium voucher, and a 4% APY booster on any uninvested cash. It doesn't get better than this, so stop overpaying for a platform that gives you nothing back and make the switch to Webull. Go to Webull.com/K/Caleb or hit the QR code or the link below. Let's get back to the show.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Let's see. Anything else? Caleb Hammer right about credit card people?
Love it. And so I wanted to play a video for you and get your take on it. And I
Ooh,
think
we're
it will
not
spark an
watching-
interest.
We're not watching a 7-minute thing. We're on TikTok, baby. We're on full ADHD mode. Oh my gosh. Caleb, keep it up. I started watching around the time you did Jack Selby's financial law in 2023 and have not paid any credit card interest since August 23. Well done. Gosh, man, I get banned left and right. Ooh, here we go.
Okay, I liked Caleb Hammer, but I feel like he's getting meaner.
Maybe. The weird thing about that criticism specifically is because I've heard that exact criticism since I've started the show, like since day one. And then I always see Caleb's gotten nicer recently, and then Caleb's gotten a lot meaner, and then Caleb's gotten nicer recently. It's just back and forth forever. And it's like, I guess that's just what I'm always going to hear since forever. So,
Like, why are you fat shaming people and being so mean with your 2 unfinished music degrees?
I have 1 unfinished music degree, first of all. Thank you. I dropped out to make more money. Number 2, fat shame. Oh, we talk about this. It's not fat shaming to say someone's unhealthy. Now, I joke about everyone and I joke about myself about everything, but I don't shame anyone. So this is a pussy level opinion. But I do say, hey, you're spending all this money on McDonald's and it's not healthy, and I want you to survive longer for your child. Is not fat shaming.
I understand some of these people aren't the easiest to deal with, but they don't name call and shame like he does.
It's not shaming, but name call. Yeah, I roast everyone. That's a part of the gig that they get into. It's a part of the thing they know. It's the show. Welcome. I make fun of everyone. Kept calling a dude with a cowboy hat gay today that we filmed with. It was great. Okay, they chose to get into it. Also, you're so much of a pussy. You're using an AI voice instead of actual opinion.
It's just a lot for not being an actual financial advisor.
Oh, so guys, if I was an official financial advisor, it would be okay if I called someone fat. Okay, great criticism. Because she's fat. Okay. She was terrible to listen to. What the fuck? Cry harder, pearl clutcher. I agree. People that clutch pearls are so weird. Why are you offended as someone who's not offended? She agreed to it. We asked her permission to make fun of her, and she said yes. Like, why are you offending her on behalf? She's so fucking stupid, man. These people are like actual creatures. Is there any more? Like, is there valid criticism anywhere?
Is anyone else a Caleb Hammer watcher? And did anyone else watch today's video and get very uncomfortable when he was basically victim blaming someone who said they were in an abusive relationship?
I don't remember this. I'm going to have to see it.
Let me show you the clip.
I got into a bad relationship and things kind of like went downhill. Okay, so far you've done victim for everything so far. So tell me about this bad relationship. Let me assess if it was. I wouldn't say it's big. I had no financial control.
I remember this. Well, okay, so it's how someone establishes themselves, right? It's like maybe if we started with this conversation about her relationship, I would be totally on board. But when she does the entire conversation leading up to this, being a victim in everything, it means that obviously I'm going to be a little skeptical when it becomes the 10th topic where she's being a victim in something, right? So is this going to take an extra level for me to be on her side when she's lost her reputation has lost credibility? And that's not unfair. I'm sure this person watched one clip out of context and decided to have an opinion on it, like all of TikTok and Reddit. Not a Ramsey fan, but I like you, usually. LOL. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's the little girl that cried wolf. Exactly. That's the main channel.
Control over my life. He sold my cell phone at one point, so I couldn't contact people. My mom came down in 2020, 1 month before COVID lockdown.
Yeah, see, I just agree that's bad that the guy did it. What the fuck is she?
And a guy that slowly expressed a lot of control over my life. Okay. And were you not able to advocate for yourself?
It is important to be able to advocate for yourself, so I'm checking in on that. I mean, some people are incapable of advocating for themselves these days, which means maybe they shouldn't date if you can't stand up.
I wanted to be independent, so I was attempting to do that, but he kept finding ways to undermine it.
How?
In a way that,
I just want to hear how.
He was like, over the summer.
Yeah, it's getting context. She's, again, set herself up as a victim this entire conversation, so it's appropriate for me to desire some context to fully be on her side.
In the state that he lived in so that I could be near him.
It's not an unreasonable request of a significant other. This sounds like, okay, first of all, was that?
It's an unreasonable request for your spouse to want to move in with you? Wait, what did I say?
In the state that he lived in so that I could be
over
the summer in the state that he lived in so that I could be near him.
It's not an unreasonable.
Yeah, it's not unreasonable. If I was dating long distance, I would love the person to be over the summer with me. What? But then this person said it is unreasonable?
This sounds like, okay, first of all, was that the exact thing? Because again, if we're dating, it is reasonable to say, I would like you to be with me while we're dating.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Not force it, not manipulate the other person, but say, hey, can you come stay here this summer? That would be really nice for our relationship. Crazy.
Apparently, it doesn't sound
exactly.
Like
so what
thing.
was it?
He leveraged that to then get me.
What leverage? What leverage?
Like leverage wanting me to be in Maryland.
Exactly. And I'm trying to figure out how.
So intense. She didn't watch the rest of the conversation. Great out of context, dumb bitch.
Were you a victim?
I didn't, because he sold my cell phone to make sure that I couldn't contact people.
Yes,
he was blocking my friends. He was blocking my family.
Let's talk about that. Did you not break up the moment you found out?
Oh, wait. Why'd she cut something from the episode? What did I say? What did I say that would have negated everything she's trying to make a point on?
I personally felt like at that point it was like the sunken cost fallacy. Like I felt like
that's on you then. That's on you. That part's on you. Not being able to advocate for yourself as an adult. Like if you can't.
Yeah, if you're incapable to advocate for yourself as an adult, you shouldn't be in the dating pool.
Advocate for yourself, then you shouldn't be dating.
Now, if the other person's abusing you, that's not your fault for not advocating. That's very different, and you should leave. But that's why we're trying to have this conversation and figure out what actually happened before I immediately say one person's evil from someone that's been lying to me this entire conversation.
What about your friends? About anything? Did you have any support system?
Be real with me. At that point, like the way that you're addressing it right now, how I'm a victim, right? That's how I think my friends are going to respond whenever I tell them all these things that he's doing, right?
Wait, poor girl. Why are you supporting her just because she's a girl? What a stupid fucking way to go about anything. Fuck you. Support truth, not genders.
Because now it's my fault that I'm staying in.
I did edit down this video for sake.
Oh, did you? Did you now?
Of time, but you can go ahead and watch this part in the video. I think it's like 34 minutes in. It's in his most recent video. And yes, he does say like, I agree, like what he did wasn't okay. Like,
then what are we virtue signaling about? To see a Central Park financial audit episode? Yeah, we'll collect all the homeless in Central Park and we'll find out.
Was manipulative.
Being a boo-boo for Halloween? That's a good idea, actually.
But as y'all can see, during the entire, basically interrogation, he is victim blaming her.
That's not victim blaming. It's asking questions because she established that she was uncredible with everything she was saying before. This person is TikTok brained. Everyone's a victim. Shut the fuck up.
Entire time. I know Caleb in the past can be kind of intense or kind of just like say the wrong thing.
Well, not all of us are always right 100%. It's human. Congratulations.
This made me so freaking uncomfortable.
Oh no! Oh no! Trying to have a nuanced conversation instead of immediately saying someone's evil and destroy their life. Oh no! Shut the fuck up.
And he's done it before in the past a little.
Yeah, no shit. I asked questions to try to get to the bottom of things. Who would have thought?
A little bit, but this was like probably one of the worst times I've ever seen it happen.
If that was the worst, then I've never done anything bad. I'm a fucking saint. Shut the fuck up.
Like, Jesus.
She's Reddit incarnated.
Dude, like, lay off of her.
No, I'm going to ask questions. If she's going to try to claim something, I'm going to try to get to the bottom of it. Shut the fuck up.
I get the whole point is that she thinks she's a victim in regards to her.
About everything in the conversation before that moment, that is true.
Money spending. I just feel like that's not a reason to victim blame her in her personal.
It's not victim blaming. You're a dumbass and you're TikTok brained and you're lost and you're never going to be able to stand up for yourself in this entire world. And you're allowing people to act like victims forever and you're holding them back and enabling them.
Relationships. What do y'all think? Am I weird for thinking this is uncomfortable, or did it make
Yes, you are.
Make you uncomfortable as well? Because it was just kind of weird.
No normal human being would feel uncomfortable from that. See what the comment said. Like, it's supposed to be helping with their finances, not deciding if their story is valid. Actually, that's very important when they're setting up their entire story of how they got into their financial situation. Because then they will repeat that again if not corrected. Shut the fuck up. These people are so stupid. Accountability feels like oppression to the entitled. Thank you. Exactly. I had to stop watching these videos. Oh no! The way he talks to people is disgusting. Disgusting? I love being offended again on people's behalf that are not offended in the first place. Many of these people are financially illiterate. Why do you think they're on the show, you dumb cunt? That doesn't mean they need to be vilify and degrade them. That's the show's memeing on people. The show's providing financial advice, connection with resources, and having roasts and goofs and gaffes along the way. What the fuck? It's weird how everyone thinks it's so easy to just leave. I'm not advocating for that. I was just trying to understand the situation. This is how these people do it. They hear someone actually like, oh, I was in a horrible relationship, and they're like, here comes me, who this person lied to me multiple times throughout the entire conversation, asked a few questions to actually get to the bottom of it. And people hear that and they're like, it's where everyone thinks it's just easy to leave. Oh, they're advocating for abusers. Ah! It's like, what? I'm just fucking morons. This is so stupid. Is there any more? Because I wish there was some like no more results. Damn! Well, as far as criticisms go, I was expecting some more, but it's okay. Hey, Caleb Hammer stream fans, make sure you get your financial score for free. Take the assessment at calebhammer.com or dollarwise.com. It's free. See where you stand in the world of finances.